Hey there. For the last few years, I've been working with leaders who all sound different, but are asking the same question. How do we move forward without locking in the wrong decisions? AI just made that question impossible to ignore. What companies are realizing right now is that AI doesn't introduce new thinking, it amplifies existing thinking. It takes the way decisions are already made, how priorities are set, how people are evaluated, and it makes those judgments durable, repeatable, hard to undo. Now, that's powerful and it's risky though. Over time, I noticed something consistent. The biggest problems weren't technical, they weren't even strategic. They showed up before implementation, at the moment judgment was transferred into systems. Assumptions hardened, shortcuts became standards, confidence replaced validation. And once that happens, the conversation shifts from is this right to how do we manage the fallout? That realization is what I've been working on for the last 4 years. Quietly, carefully, across real organizations, real transitions, real consequences. And I'm now in the final stages of publishing the first book that brings all of this work together. It's called The Validated Mind: Decision Making in the Age of AI. It's not a book about technology. It's a book about judgment, what we're actually handing to systems before we scale them. It's written for executives, owners, and advisors who feel the pressure to move fast, but know that speed without clarity doesn't age well. Now, we're at the moment where decisions don't just guide behavior anymore, they become infrastructure. And once judgment is embedded, it stops being revisited. That's why this pause matters. That's why validation matters. I don't have a release date yet, but I wanted to open the door early. If this line of thinking resonates, I've created a community around the work at thevalidatedmind.com, and it's free to join. That's where I'm sharing updates on the book, early thinking, and conversations around decision validation in real organizations. For those who want to go deeper, that's awesome, for one. But there are optional paid tiers that help support this work and unlock additional courses. There's research papers and access to closed session webinars, as well as training. But at its core, the community is about learning how to pause before decisions become permanent. I'm so excited to finally bring this work into the world, not because it has answers, but because it has helped people ask better questions at the moment when it matters most. If that feels relevant to you in any form or fashion, and it meets you where you are right now, I'd love to have you there. Thanks so much.